Hello everyone, I'm Matt Gorski from GetResponse and welcome on a webinar about successful landing pages the GetResponse way. So today we will give you a little bit insight about our new feature and how to use it, and most of it all, how to create the landing page that actually converts and sell. And basically I will give you some tips how to do it, not only how to use our tool, but to be honest, how we can help you to build the perfect landing pages. So, to the break of ice, I'm going to briefly tell you who I am. My name is Matt Gorski, as I already introduced myself. I am education expert at GetResponse, and I will do my best to give you as much knowledge as I can within that 40-45 minutes of the webinar. So let's just briefly go through what will be covered. We'll start with the describing what landing page types you have available and what you can play with. Later on, I will briefly tell you about some things and the features about GetResponse Landing Page Creator. Later on, I'll actually tell you how to why we came up with the landing page creator and why we brought that into actually email marketing software. And later on, based on a little checklist, I will tell you how it works, how to create a landing page, how to use GetResponse Landing Page Creator, and what to remember about on the way to create a perfect landing pages that will help you to get a successful email marketing campaigns and the campaigns in general. So, the landing page types, what do you have available? There are three types, main three types of landing pages. There are squeeze pages, which are actually landing pages that contains the web forms. The web forms for signing up to your list, that they are actually used for lead generation microsites. So everything according to, let's say, every special email marketing campaigns, starting from the building your lists or getting the people, the subscribers for some additional special offers, then you will be most probably using the squeeze pages. The second type are the sales page. So the sales page is the page that is actually like a support to your general homepage, but it's all about the specific campaign which we have at the moment. So let's say, for example, right now we have a Christmas time, and most of the companies, most of email marketers or the e-marketers in general uses additional microsites, additional landing pages to promote the content, to promote what they have to offer in that time. And sales page also can actually convert, so it actually can sell by, for example, integrating with some paying software like, for example, PayPal, or let's say, for example, Google Work, or any other like a payment processing software you use. And also the third type of the landing page is a Facebook landing page. So if you have your Facebook fan page for a company, I believe you saw like the blogs, the few little squares under your cover image that can be actually editable, and there you can publish your landing page that will be actually visible to every single fan, or to be honest, to everybody who likes your Facebook fan page. Okay, so as fastest growing ESP in the world, we bring you the GetResponse Landing Page Creator, which is the greatest support for your email marketing campaign, and it's really easy to use. So we integrated our drag and drop interface, which we introduced in our email creator earlier this year. So it's based pretty much exactly on the same interface. So you just drag and drop blocks wherever you want them, swap your images, adjust the content wherever you want it to be placed in your page. Also, it's fully integrated with social media and PayPal. So straight away from the landing page creator, you can drag and drop some social media buttons or PayPal buy now buttons. Also, we give you ready to use and publish templates, which I will show you just in a bit. And it's actually really easy to use, so everybody can be a website builder. You don't need to have any HTML coding knowledge. You don't need to know anything about coding by itself. You just basically do everything in the design view. Also, you have available all the detailed stats that will tell you what's going on with your landing pages. You can test and perform testing like A/B tests of your landing pages, which also will be visible in the presentation later on. You can set up your own domain for every single landing page. So, of course, we give you two custom domains: the GetResponse, GetResponsePages.com, and Subscribe Me Now, which you can base your landing pages on, basically by just creating a subdomain on that, and it's done totally automatically. And every single landing page created in GetResponse new tool, it's SEO-oriented setup. So you give the title, you give the description, and most likely those will be actually visible in the Google search page. So the next step will be why we actually came up with this tool, why we gave it to every single email marketer that uses GetResponse. So just answer yourself a quick question. You prefer this, which is like most common landing page, which I saw. I did a little bit of research for like your landing pages, obviously the most beautiful and the ugliest. And to be honest, even such landing page which you see now came up as one of the most common example of landing page in the internet. But now let's go back to the question: you prefer this or you prefer this? And to be honest, this is just a template, one of the templates from the GetResponse landing page creator. So like basically imagine how that can look with your own logo type, with your own content, and what you can do actually with it later on in the edit phase. Okay, so how it works. Now I'd like to give you some insights, some useful tips, what to remember about, and I will show you how to use the GetResponse landing page creator. So let's just have a quick look. This is actually a view from today's Mashable page, and the ad which was just on the top in the left sidebar. And what about it? It's basically like you can see the logo of some like a random service and the description, and of course the call to action button. But what is it about which actually dragged my attention? It's perfectly designed because all the display which is here on the Mashable matches the landing page which actually was linked to that image. So remember to always match your ad content to your landing page. Unfortunately, I saw some landing pages that were totally that could contain totally different content on the landing page itself than it was actually promoted on the display. So it's really important to like actually be fair and always present the same content which you promise to your subscribers and your viewers. Next, use sub-headlines to explain the benefit. Of course, you have the headlines, you have all the header here, for example, in the IBM landing page, but also in the view, like just below, you have a sub-headline that will explain more about the idea of landing page, the content, what we want to give to our prospects, to visitors, and we'll explain the purpose, why we came up with this landing page, and what we have to offer. So use it as additional tool that can actually help you to sell, to get more subscribers, or whatever matter why you came up with the landing page. The next thing is to always remember to focus on a single purpose, whether it's sales, register, subscribe, etc. Make your landing page always around one purpose. Here we have an example of a Shopify service, and we can actually tell by the logo or the name that it's mostly about the creating the e-commerce or online shop. But for example, let's take for a minute that I don't know what the service is about. So let's analyze it. We have the headline, which says create your online store today with the Shopify. That is great because it's like telling me straight away what the landing page is about. I have a video if I want to watch it. I have some bullet points, and of course I have web form. And if this wouldn't be enough, just below I have another section, the body, which explains the benefits, not the features itself, what I can do with the Shopify, but benefits. So why should I do it? Why should I open the account with Shopify and create my store actually with them, not with the other provider, which there are plenty of them in the whole internet. So remember to focus on a single purpose, and based on that, the content of your landing page. The next thing is, can a stranger that comes to your landing page understand the landing page purpose in 5-10 seconds? Like, for example, with the Shopify website, which I showed you before, just a second ago, we had a headline that said open your online store in a few seconds. This actually tells me straight away what I can do with the service. So always remember to use simple and straightforward headlines, subheadlines, and the copywriting that won't be misleading to your visitors, and will tell them what they can actually do with your service and on that particular landing page. The next thing is to keep it clear who your company is and what you can do with the service or products. So remember to put your logo type. Remember to put a to put a tagline if you have one. To always give the most insight to your subscribers, to your visitors, what they can do, what is it about, and that actually this landing page, this website is legit, and they are visiting it from the proper newsletter, ad, or whatever creative they found in the internet. And the next thing is to use the headline that answer the question what this page is about. I already asked, can everybody who is visiting your landing page can tell what is it about in 5 or 10 seconds. So this is actually a tip how to do it. So always ask yourself a question: what do you want to offer? What do you want to show to your visitors? And then build your copywriting basing on this. And next really great feature, great tip to yourselves is to use bullets that describe benefits of your product and services. As you can see here, we don't have actually the generic bullets like ticks or arrows or something like that. Feel free to use the custom bullets that are like images that will support the text which you have in there, and basically that will just tell a little bit more about what it is and how to use it. The next very important thing is always to use relevant images that show your products and service in the context of view. So we have another service right here, the landing page, that actually straight in the header shows us a little bit more about the service, that it's not some kind of the virtual idea that it will just be someday available. It shows us that it actually is there and you can use it, and how that will look if you register, create an account, or for example, like the CTA says, when you get a demo. The next important thing is to use your unique selling points on every single landing page. So tell them what you have that your competitors don't. So tell your visitors what they can get in terms of additional value, and remember that the price is not always the key point which actually is making the decision. Your unique selling point. So, for example, if you have something that your competitors don't have, can be really important factor on your landing page that will convert and that will bring your ROI to the highest. The next thing will be to focus your content primarily on benefits rather than on features. We have a 99 Design service right here on the left, and why I like this, because for example, let's say I'm not a designer, I'm an education expert, and let's say I want to create a logo, but I don't know how. I don't have the graphic team or whoever, and I want to open the design project. I don't know how to do it in the general, so the 99 Designs right here, the landing page comes in handy, because straightforward I see that, for example, if I won't like the design that will be provided to me, I have money back guarantee. The CTA start a logo project right now. It's actually really catchy, and just below here in the body I have some descriptions of the benefits. So it's really important to tell me as a visitor, as a prospect customer, what I can get and why I should use your services, not others. The next thing will be to highlight benefits and exclusiveness of being on your list. If you are email marketer, this is pretty much self-explanatory that it's really important and crucial to always tell your subscribers why they should subscribe to your list and what they will get. And this is actually pretty cool example from ESPN, and how they describe why you should be on their list. So as I remember of seeing that website today, they said that I will get additional updates, what will be on the TV, what will be aired, and some additional accesses that the standard users, for example, don't have. So remember about this, because it's really important, and look how that will work for you. And the next thing is to make the CTA large enough to stand out of the 6 feet away. So play with the contrast, the size, the text on your buttons, and see how that will work, and where to place them, because actually you know your users best. So only you can actually tell where they actually look on your website and which parts of your website convert the most. But it's also a very important thing to test it. And this, to be honest, the CTA, the larger the better. So make it stand out of the crowd and make it visible to your visitors. And staying on the CTAs, just remember to limit the CTA to just one in a quantity, because it's really important to avoid your visitors from being distracted from your content and from the general purpose of your landing page. So if it's, for example, the landing page that will give them like the ebook or any reports, white papers, or even if that will be squeeze page that they can actually sign up on, it's always better to limit the CTA on the landing page to one, because this is This will keep your message and content concise, and always your visitor will know what is it about and what he or she needs to do. Show any social proof on your page. For example, how many people already subscribed, registered. The very cool way to do it would be, for example, if you have, let's say, on your landing page, on your web form, subscribe button, you can put it a little bit in a different way to avoid using sign up now, subscribe, or some other like a generic text. You could actually say, be, let's say, 72nd person that subscribed to my list, right? This is a social proof, and that will engage subscribers and give you a little bit more in terms of the ROI and engagement, and also customer relationships, because it already shows that you actually have some group of recipients and visitors. So it's really good to use that tip. The next thing, which also works well for the relationships with your visitors, is using testimonials or other trust factors on your website. So in most of the websites, which the landing pages which I saw, the testimonials were placed just a little bit below the main content, which is actually a perfect place to do it. And however, many of the landing pages didn't have it. So in my opinion, and you know, the comment from the reports, it's really important to show that your service, your products are legit. So there's nothing more that shows that the testimonials or other trust factors, for example, as the partners, logo types, or any security signs like VeriSign or something else. And also, really important thing is that with landing page creator, like with the GetResponse, you can design your landing page professionally with ease. And I will show you in a minute right now how to use it, so you have a little bit more insight apart from the tips how to create it, how to create landing page with the GetResponse. And also, but before that, I'd like to mention that it's really important to match your landing page designs with the visual style, with the corporate identity, the ads, the main website, and the brand. So right now, let's go to brief tutorial how to create the landing page in the GetResponse. So starting after just straight after the logging into your GetResponse account, we're going to landing page bookmark, and then we can go to create the landing page. You'll be taken to the step 1, where actually first of all you give your landing page a title, and as you can see straight away it gives a name to your subdomain. You can use getresponsepages.com or subscribemenow.com, or you can assign your own domain. But this actually feature needs a little bit more setup. And if you have the control over your domain names in your, or the C names in your host, that will be great. Great add-on to you. The next thing is to add a description, which most likely will appear in the Google search page, and also that will be very important to inform your subscribers about what your landing page is about. The next thing is that you can actually straight away publish on a Facebook fan page. So if you have it integrated in the GetResponse account, straight away you can select your fan page that your landing page will be published on. The next step is all about getting the right template that you will be working on in the next step. So you have plenty of templates here right now, and we are working on giving you a little bit more. You can all of those templates have 3 color versions, so you can select whichever you want. And then obviously you will be taken to the next step, which is all about the editing it. So Here you have, of course, the main general toolbar, which gives you the possibility to change the width of the landing page and some other configurations. On the right, you have this sidebar, which gives you a little bit more about editing. So you have the basic blocks, which you can drag and drop into your workspace, and of course you have the social media. Then, if you hover and click on any elements on your website, you can edit pretty much everything: the size of the text, the color of the background, the color of a text, and change the size of the blocks. If you don't like the changes, go to the history and bring back the version from any other step you like. The next step will be, for example, drag and dropping the simple basic block into the workspace. So let's just drag it here. Now, obviously, it gets the default size, so we need to shrink it a bit to fit the other content. So we can just add margins, we can add a spacing without any problem, and here it is. It fits perfectly to the whole design. The next thing will be to review it. You have some bullets, you can edit all of them, and here, by clicking on the web form, you can select which campaign your subscribers will be subscribed to. And also, of course, you can change the footer of the web form. You can give another additional information, how your subscribers will get your newsletters and so on. This is the example how to actually swap the image, because all the templates have the temporary images, and you can use our Multimedia Studio. Just get the image, any image you want, and of course, I believe you know from the GetResponse email creator, you can edit it and of course scale it and adjust where the positioning of it. Here it is, very important information before you access the HTML editor. It's about that you need to be very careful when you're going to editing the HTML of every single landing page. You have the preview, you have a different color setup of the HTML editor. If you know the HTML in overall, you can play with that and just go with it. You have the preview first available, and if you are ready with your design, just save and publish. We'll go back to this tutorial in a bit. That will actually show the statistics and how to play with the testing of the landing pages. I showed you a brief tutorial how to handle the GetResponse landing page creator and how to go through all the steps of creating the landing page. And now a few additional tips about what to remember about on the way to create the landing pages with the GetResponse landing page creator. So always remember to provide a privacy in terms of the condition statement or link. Remember that footer is actually the part of the design. So obviously you won't provide the privacy or terms and conditions link or the whole statement itself anywhere in the body or header. So the footer as exactly visible in here is the perfect place to do it. And actually this can be additional thing that you can put in the footer to make it stand out and be a little bit better in the design than just leave it blank. Additional very important thing which I already mentioned is to show certification logins or partner security registrations like the very sign right here that can actually make your claims verifiable. So always remember about it, because if you claim that your service is integrated with somebody, that you have a certain amount of affiliates, or if you use any security registrations, make sure that all those things are verifiable and they can be reviewed on the exactly pages which will be linked to the logotypes. And the next thing which I want to tell you about is if you are using squeeze pages, or if you're putting any web forms on your landing page, it's really good to inform your new subscribers about the frequency of your emails. And to be honest, it doesn't need to be in a plain text info. Here is a great example, because they actually, Scoop3 did it actually the two ways. They gave the information that your email address never will be shared or spammed, and also in a pretty clever way, they are telling the new subscribers how frequently they will get their emails by just the CTA button. They didn't put the sign up or proceeds or subscribe text inside the button. They are saying see today's deal. So it's obvious that you will be getting most probably one email a day, and it's actually a great approach to do it a little bit differently in the web forums and engage your subscribers in a really good way. The next thing is to be create separate landing pages for each inbound service. So, for example, if you promote your offers with an email, newsletters, social marketing, so social media like Facebook, Twitter, and so on, and also pay-per-click sources, always remember to create a separate landing page for them, okay, and see how which one of them gets you the most conversions, because that will help you to evaluate which of your practices are most profitable for you, and that will actually help you to distinguish on planning the future campaigns, how to do it, and which one to use in the future. And also use the great tip for you is to use the data collected on your landing pages for segmentation purposes. So always try to distinguish where your subscribers came from, right? So if you decide to create the separate landing pages for every single inbound source like email, social, and PPC, this is also a great factor, the great data which you can segment on. So later on you can send the newsletter, the information, the email about your further offers, your further promotion, about your further promo to the people only who subscribed or bought straight from the email, social media, or any other source. So remember about that, because this gives you a little bit more insight and information about your database and conversions. And also, which gives you information about your email marketing and your landing page performance, is to test, to perform A/B testing of your pages. And this is actually really important thing, because you can test every single block of your landing page, every single part, like images, like text, like copywriting, or test the landing page in the general, right? So one to another. So it's also present your promo, your offer in a totally different way, and just compare two different landing pages and see which one converts better and gives you the more ROI. And also, it's I encourage you to use a separate landing page for every single promotion, every single promo campaign, because basing just on the one website, one landing page, it's not the best thing you can do. And to be honest, creating the separate landing pages for every single promo or campaign will give you a more insight, more value, ROI, and of course the conversion. So as I promised you, I will show you also the statistics of the GetResponse landing pages. So here they are. So basically, what you can do here you have all the list of your landing pages. You have the brief information on how many visitors, how many subscribers your landing page get, and also you can preview your Facebook landing page if you published it there. And also you have the basic options on editing it, disabling the publish of your landing page, making a preview, or any other basic information what you can get from it, and just see what the statistics are best. And this is actually also the great information, good breakdown for your testing, because if you will open the statistics for let's say 2 or more landing pages, you'll be able to compare which landing page convert better. And coming back to the presentation, this would be all. So remember that those are the last days of the landing page promo. So give it a try. You have the last days to sign up and get 50% off for the lifetime of the landing pages. I hope that you had the possibility to ask any questions on the chat, and you have your answers. If not, remember that we have the Learning Center, and you will find all the information in there, in the PDFs, the videos, and also you have our greatest customer success team that is waiting for your questions. Thank you very much for your attention, and also you have my email right here. So if you will have any questions later on, drop me a line, and I will do my best to help you getting success on your email marketing and the landing pages marketing. Thank you very much.